Okay, business leaders, it is 10 business days until the end of Q1. And my question for you, are you and your team set to finish that Q1 goal? Have you got your plan in place? Are you on target, on track to achieve the results that you wanted to achieve in Q1? I'm here to give you tips over the next 10 business days on how you can actually achieve those goals, how you can get from where you currently are to where you want to be at the end of Q1. And for those of you who didn't plan Q1 goals, but set goals just for the year, we're going to pull some of those goals forward and have you really make a difference in your organization. And this all ties into engagement and empowerment of your team and showing up as a leader who empowers others. But the very first thing that you need to do is really get clarity. And so today, I'm going to take the next under 10 minutes and talk about clarity, talk about how to get clear, making sure that you've really set yourself up, and what can go on in our mind that leads us to procrastinate and stop achieving those Q1 goals. So the first thing that I encourage you to do is take a few minutes today, and this doesn't have to take very long, and be like, what is the one big goal that we wanted to achieve in Q1 of this year? Take a few moments, reflect on that, and go and write that down. And what I encourage you to do is take some time with each of your team members and go, what is the one big goal that you committed to achieving this year? And if they didn't commit to anything, help them do that. Help them get really clear on what that goal is. What is that thing that we want to achieve? So here are a few ways of doing it, right? First thing that we always hear about are SMART goals and creating goals that are logical, right? That have a plan with them. So you want to be really specific around that goal. So is that goal around making, I don't know, $10,000 this month? Maybe it's a goal around, I worked in the engineering and the oil and gas industry. So our teams didn't worry about making money, but hitting a project deadline. So maybe there's a project deadline. Maybe it's getting those first projects finalized, that philosophy around what that project is, so that you can move forward in the next stage. What is that goal that you are intending to do? So get really clear around it. What is it? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take a look at that goal, and I want you to think of what is one or two major activities that if we started working on those, that would really propel this goal forward. Oftentimes, it's really easy to see all kinds of the little things that we should do, and we get tied up in those. But I really want you to think about what is the one or two major activities that if we move this goal forward, it would make a huge difference. So for example, if you were in the engineering world and you are doing project work, right? What is a major goal that will move this project forward? What's great about engineering and projects is typically we have a timeline. Typically we have a plan with deadlines to meet. What I want you to do is if you've got a deadline that's maybe in the middle of April, I want you to pull that deadline up. And I want you to think about what's the one or two things that will move that forward. As leaders of organizations, we don't necessarily always have goals for ourselves, but goals for the bigger team. What I would like you to do is take a look at what is that big corporate goal that you're trying to achieve this year? What is that one thing? And if you broke that goal down into halves, what is the first half of that goal? So maybe your goal is to improve safety and reliability. What are the activities that you want to do towards it? Is it that you want to get people trained? Is it that you want to install new systems that will help you? What is that big goal? So if your first goal may be to choose the system you want to use, choose the training that you want to use, have done all the research and figured it out. And so what I want you to do is think about what is that one big goal that if we hit this target can have us achieve the final goal at month 6 as opposed to the year end. So take time with each of your staff and go, what is the goals? What is the priority that is going to move our company forward, that's going to make a significant difference? And I want you to encourage every staff member to sit back and reflect on those goals. Because what you want to do is make the bulk of your day around those goals. Now, I'm going to give you tips over the next several days about how to make those, but those big goals are really what drive us forward, that move us on a daily basis. And if we don't sit and pay attention to them on a daily basis, right, they can easily get out of hand, they can get out of the way. Now, some of you may be sitting there thinking, Nancy, the big goal that we have for the year, pull it up to 6 months and split it in half and figure out how to do it in 12 months. You may be coming up with all kinds of words, language that say, that's not possible to do. We've never been able to achieve that. And, I come from the project management world. I come from the world of running massive teams. And I was actually given a team of 1,000 people. We had a project to do, and it was not very well planned. It was really not very well planned. But we worked on mindset is what I did with this team. I helped get everybody aligned to the goal. I helped get them clear. Because when we can remove confusion and increase clarity, we start to create motivation. And so that team was told that our project that we had 28 days to do was going to be significantly overrun financially. It was also told that, we are never going to hit the target. It is impossible. You are not ready to go. And so what I did was I spent time with that team getting really clear. What are our top 3 missions that we need to achieve in this? And every day I talked about them. I shared them. I was really clear about where we were going, what the direction was that we were heading in, so that the team knew what was expected of them. So the team knew how to show up, how to perform, where we were going. There was no question, no little side things coming in. We were constantly focused on that. By doing that with the team, by being clear, by understanding the goal, that team kicked butt. And when I say kick butt, they came $5 million under budget. I want you to think about that. What would happen in your corporation if you could run your projects under budget? And trust me, this project was not overestimated. It's just we did things very differently, which I'll share over the next 10 days. The other thing is that team hit schedule without removing any scope of work. So we didn't stop doing anything. We didn't avoid doing anything. We just became really clear, really focused on what that goal was and achieved it in 28 days. So when people come to me and say, it's impossible, I can't do it, those types of things, I want you to think about what is the message. We're going to go through techniques and ideas on how to move this forward. Now, if you want more help with this, send me a direct message because I want to help you achieve your goals. And one of my goals is actually to work with 10 companies this month to help you get the success that you want. And I come with massive years of project management background, of leading teams that have repeatedly over and over and over again hit their goals and come under budget on projects that have been vetted across corporations around the world. So I know what I'm doing. I know how to create this for you, and I want to help you achieve your goals. Because if you can achieve your goals this year, we can get your team motivated. Just think about what you could do by the end of the year if you can hit your Q1 goals this year. Click the link below, send me a message, tell me what your goal is that you're going to achieve this year in the comments below.